I rubbed off the female gang leader's tattoo and immediately regretted it. She chased me for 8 blocks, relentless, until I finally found myself cornered in a narrow alley. My heart pounded, and then, unexpectedly, I heard her thoughts.
Time to clear off.
How much longer will this stupid system
whole
make me wait?
hospital's so
My
quiet.
wife is so soft and sweet.
So don't
I
make
want to
any
kiss her
noise.
so badly.
Find a way
Before
to
I
get
could
the hell
react,
outta here.
she kissed me firmly. If you wanted a kiss,
should
you
close
should have just
these.
said so. I thought annoyed.
So nobody
All
sees
that
me
running for
sleepwalking
nothing.
away.
Then chaos erupted. Her minions
have some
screamed,
privacy, please?
frantic, as their boss fainted from a kiss. I seized the moment and slipped away. Later, I discovered I had been immortalized on the school's confession wall, a blurry photo of me sprinting down the street. The post read, "Wanted, this
Maybe
woman."
I could,
Top comments were savage.
rig a
This photo
decoy
is so
shot in the
blurry,
bed.
you can't tell human from animal. Are you sure this is a wanted post? What kind of ugly ghost needs to be on the confession wall? Refusing to back down? I couldn't resist. Using my burner account, I replied, "She's actually beautiful. You must be blind not to see it." To my surprise, the gang leader liked my comment. No way she had tracked down my fake account, right? I spent the night preparing. 10 waterproof temporary tattoos, a full face of makeup.
That looks
Even
so
my
fake.
own mother wouldn't recognize me. I walked into
But it might
class the
work
next
for a
morning
second.
with an I don't know anybody attitude. The main hall was packed, hundreds of students spilling into the aisles. Sophia, in a striking red dress with black
Nada.
hair cascading down her back, stood out like a flame. 2 minions flanked her, scanning the crowd, but they couldn't find who they were looking for and eventually gave up. My disguise worked. After a night of anxiety and no sleep, I sank into my desk as the professor droned on about calculus, subjects I didn't understand anyway, and I slipped into a dream. A loud bang jolted me awake. Someone had kicked my desk leg. I opened my eyes and froze. Tattooed minion, gang leader, right there. My courage deflated instantly. "Are you
There
Jessica
must be
Miller?"
a way to
the
leave
lead
this
minion
room without
demanded,
alerting
brandishing a metal rod. The gang leader sat behind her, arms crossed, face as cold as ice. Before I could respond, the minion slammed the rod on my
superhero to
desk.
open that shit.
I asked you a question. Are you deaf? Then I heard the gang leader's thoughts
Hope my
again.
last view of this
How
world
dare she
isn't
speak
this
to my
window.
wife like that? What if she scares her? Why does the stupid system
One
force me to be
stupid
mean to
car.
my wife? I want to smash the
And I'm
system to
outta here.
pieces. I looked at Sophia's expressionless face,
It's dead
unsure
tonight.
if those thoughts were really hers,
Works
or
for me.
just a game. I smiled sweetly and nudged the rod from the minion's hand. "Yes, beautiful.
I could climb
I'm
down the
Jessica.
side of the building.
What can I do for you?" The minion's eyes
Or
lit
die
up.
trying?
She tossed the rod aside and hugged me, spinning around. "Sister, you're amazing. I heard you kissed our boss into unconsciousness." Realizing she was overexcited, she quickly
Can't
forced a
open
stern
that window
expression.
with my bare
"You've got
hands."
some nerve, kissing your boss until she fainted, fearlessly. So it's okay to kiss her?" I asked. "Just not until she faints?" Sophia approached, expression dark. Revenge? I was ready with my secret weapon. The moment she grabbed my collar, I pulled out 10 temporary tattoos from my pocket and handed them to her. "What's
Maybe-
this?" she asked, eyeing the plain
Wish I
packaging.
could just
But in her mind, she was screaming like
walk
a
out.
prairie dog. "My wife gave me a
I'm
present. Does she like
pretty
me?"
sure the
I
scaffolding
explained
leads
kindly.
into this room.
"These are temporary tattoos."
My
Sophia
backpack has
rolled her
gotta be
eyes,
somewhere around
but I
here.
saw the longing in her gaze. I handed them back. "Which one do you like? Take your
Sweet
pick."
dreams.
Her corner of
my
the mouth
friend.
twitched. Quickly,
Maybe I
she
can
masked
trick
it.
him.
"I don't want them," she said,
Say I need
slender
an
frame
aspirin
perfect.
or
Yet
something.
inside, her mind raced. "Sophia,
Hey,
you're a gang leader.
sir?
How can you be
Hello?
conquered by a few temporary tattoos?
Can't even take a
But my
nap.
wife is so
Okay.
cute. I'm falling for her." "Oh no,
What's
was I
wrong
too
now?
cold? Did
Head
I scare
hurts.
her?" I waved my
I need
hands
aspirin.
reassuringly.
That's a sad
"No, not at all."
story, but I'm
She
not a
stared,
pharmacy
shocked.
kid.
"You? I play dumb. Blah, blah, blah. These stickers are
could
all for you. If it's not
Trick him
enough,
into
I'll
coming
buy
in
more."
here and then
I stuffed the tattoos in her hands,
knock him out.
grabbed my bag, and started to run. I heard her thoughts. "My wife is so cute. She said she'd buy me more tattoos." Wait, what was I supposed to do in the classroom again?
Why?
I didn't get far. One minion grabbed my collar and dragged me back.
Boss.
She tried to run again. The
Yeah.
muscular minion reported.
That metal bar isn't
Sophia
going
rolled her
anywhere.
eyes, thinking, "What is this big girl doing being so mean to my wife?" She remained ice
This one
cold.
isn't screwed in.
"You rubbed off my tattoo," I said timidly.
pull it off,
and
but
think these cheap things will make up for it.
It's gonna be
So,
loud.
what do you want? Sophia sat on the desk, crossing her long legs elegantly. "Draw me one exactly like the old one." "What?" I thought. I couldn't even remember yesterday's tattoo. Before panic could hit,
windows are
the muscular
secured.
minion glared at me. I
But
swallowed.
who knows?
Seems easy enough. I'll draw it for you right away. Sophia stopped
do
me.
it.
Come to my house tomorrow to draw it if you don't want to show up here. She leaned close, threatening. Before she could finish, the muscular minion added, if you don't come, the boss will beat you to death.
What the hell are you doing
Sophia
in
rolled
there?
her eyes at him, thinking, if you dare not show up, I'll cry in front of you. I stood in front of Sophia's mansion, palms sweating, heartbeat thundering like a drumline. This wasn't just a house, it was a fortress. Black iron gates, cameras everywhere, a giant red dragon emblem engraved above the door. Somehow, it also smelled faintly of cookies
Hey,
and fresh
hello?
flowers. Somehow
help.
intimidating and
Please.
cozy. Relax, Jessica.
What's the
I
matter,
muttered to
kid?
myself,
Huh?
tugging at my hoodie.
My head.
It's just a tattoo. How
It's
dangerous
killing me.
can it be?
I
The
need
door swung
help.
open before I could knock.
on.
Sophia stood there, arms crossed, one eyebrow raised, her
You're gonna
presence
need
radiating
help if you're
icy
fucking
authority.
with me.
Her eyes softened for a split second when they met mine, though I caught the briefest flicker of panic behind them. Don't embarrass me in front of my wife. Stay cool. Please stay cool. I froze. Her thoughts. Again. And they were all about me. Come in, she said smoothly, stepping aside. I took a deep breath, slipping into the mansion. The interior was a paradox of danger and charm. Leather couches, sleek black floors, but bright posters of kittens and anime characters adorned the walls. A massive chandelier hung over a polished staircase that led to rooms I wasn't supposed to know about. And yet, somehow, I didn't feel scared. Not completely. Sophia motioned me to a low table covered in tattoo supplies. Draw it here. You better not mess it up. I smiled, though my nerves were buzzing like static electricity. I'll do my best. As I knelt to set out the temporary tattoo sheets, our hands brushed. Just once. And my brain short-circuited. I could hear her thoughts scream, soft, soft, so soft. Why does she make my chest feel like it's going to explode? Keep your cool.
That's Finn.
Don't embarrass yourself.
No way.
Don't faint in front of my wife. I froze mid-motion.
What is he doing here?
Careful with that brush, I said, trying to sound casual, my face probably a tomato shade of red. Sophia rolled her eyes but leaned closer, closer than necessary, inspecting my work. Why does she get so flustered by nothing? I want to pinch her cheeks. I want to hug her. But stay calm, Sophia. Be intimidating. That's your job.
Your job. Your job.
I swallowed hard, my hands trembling slightly. It's just a temporary tattoo, I said, hoping it sounded confident. Temporary, sure, Sophia said softly, watching my movements like a hawk. But then her thoughts betrayed her again. I don't care if it's temporary. I want her near me. I want to watch her draw. I want her. Soft little Jessica, perfect little Jessica. My chest tightened. Something was happening. Something I didn't want to admit. I liked her. Maybe more than I should. We worked in silence for a few minutes, brushing brushes against each other occasionally, the accidental touches sending sparks down my spine. I laughed awkwardly when I spilled a tiny drop of ink on the table, and Sophia leaned in to help me clean it. Her hand brushed mine again, lingering a heartbeat longer than necessary. Stop looking so cute, I heard her thoughts. I can't handle this. I'll die from cuteness. Don't die, Sophia. Don't die in front of my wife. I almost choked on air. She was thinking about me like that, and worse, she called me my wife. By the time the tattoo was done, perfectly recreated from memory, I had a new appreciation for her skill, and a new problem. My heart belonged entirely to this gang princess, and I was pretty sure she felt the same. I held up the finished tattoo, and Sophia inspected it, nodding slowly. Not bad. You might just survive as my official tattoo artist. I grinned, feeling lightheaded. Survive? That's encouraging. Her expression softened. Just for me, I thought. Don't get too comfortable. She's mine. I left her mansion that day feeling dizzy, exhilarated, and completely hopeless. I was falling for the mob princess, and the worst part? I didn't care. The next morning, I tried to act normal, like the previous day hadn't turned me into a blushing mess. Easy, right?
Wrong.
I barely made it through the school gates when a group of students huddled near the lockers caught my attention. One of them, a tall girl with bright purple hair and a scowl, stared at me with such intensity it could have melted steel. My instincts screamed danger. And then, I heard her thoughts. She's new.
She's too pretty.
Too soft. I can't let her steal my territory. Must scare her off before the boss notices. My brain went into full panic mode. Territory?
Boss.
What? Oh no. She's a gang rival. I felt my feet twitch, ready to flee, when Sophia appeared beside me, arms crossed, her face unreadable. Why is Jessica backing away? Did I do something wrong? Is she scared of me? No, don't be scared. Stay close.
Stay mine.
Jessica, Sophia said, voice calm but sharp. You okay? You look tense. I forced a smile, but my brain was running marathons. Yeah, fine.
Totally fine.
Just, stretching. Her eyebrow twitched. Stretching? Why does she sound nervous? Is she afraid of me? Did I scare her yesterday with that tattoo session? Calm down, Sophia. Don't panic in front of my wife. Before I could explain, or even breathe, one of her minions, the tiny one with spiky hair, skidded up to us like a caffeinated squirrel. Boss, he whispered, glaring at me. I saw her talking to that purple-haired girl. That's a rival. A dangerous one. Should we intervene? Should we hide her in the safe room? The other minion, massive and scarred, nodded vigorously. Definitely. We can't risk our boss's wife being harmed. I waved my hands frantically. Wait.
No.
She's not dangerous. I misheard, maybe. Sophia shot me a look that could freeze lava. What's she doing? Is she afraid of my protection? Is she pulling away? No, don't run from me, Jessica. Don't run. I bit my lip, trying to explain, but every word felt wrong. It's just, I thought, well, never mind. Forget I said anything. Her eyes narrowed, and she leaned closer, lowering her voice just enough that the minions shivered. Jessica, if you're scared, tell me. I won't hurt you. I froze. Not scared, just panicking, completely misreading the situation. Sophia, I swear, it's not about you. I'm not scared of you. I blurted, probably too loudly. I mean, I'm scared of other things. Totally unrelated to you. Yeah, other things. Her minions muttered under their breath, exchanging wide-eyed looks. This is worse than we thought. Sophia's lips twitched, her expression darkening, then softened in a way that made my knees weak. She's scared of something else. But still mine. I like this messy brain of hers. I will fix it. Slowly.
Carefully.
My wife. Before I could protest further, Sophia turned and stalked toward the lockers, her presence commanding attention. I tried to keep up, heart pounding. Every step felt like navigating a minefield of thoughts, misunderstandings, and unspoken feelings. And as usual, I was hopelessly, undeniably falling for her, confusion, rivalry, and all. I hadn't even made it through first period when I felt it, a tingling, nauseating sense that something had exploded across the school. My phone buzzed nonstop. Screenshots of me, running, blushing, and utterly ridiculous, had gone viral on the school's confession wall. Jessica Miller spotted. Too cute to be real. Run while you can. Confession. I would die for her tattoos alone. Is she a ghost? A wanted criminal?
Guess this is
I
my
groaned.
room for the night.
Why was my life like this? Then I heard it. The faint,
Shit.
furious thoughts of the student council president.
It will never hold
Someone I'd
until
never
Haven
met,
Point.
but whose aura screamed danger. Who let her get famous. Who made her part of the chaos.
What a mess.
She thinks she's untouchable. I'll
Lotus
fix
can
this
now add
before the
Grand
mob
Theft
princess
Auto to my
notices.
file.
Wait.
Mob princess? I glanced towards Sophia, sitting 2
Has
rows
some
ahead,
kinda lucky I
completely
stole a
unreadable
smoker's car.
except for the small twitch of her lips. She's mine. Don't let anyone touch her.
I'll handle it if they try.
She
My
seems
wife.
nice.
Oh no.
Sorry,
I had
stole
no
your car,
intention of
guys.
being the center of a gang war today,
Shit.
yet somehow here I was.
Guess I fucked up
During
her day
lunch,
pretty bad.
a group of students sauntered toward us, leaning casually against the lockers, smirking. Purple-haired girl from yesterday was with them.
Great.
Rivals.
Perfect.
My heart raced. I could hear every thought before they spoke. Scare her. Assert dominance. Make her regret stepping here. I shot a glance at Sophia. She was calm, watching, fingers steepled. They think they can touch her? Touch my wife.
Bold.
Too bold. They won't survive this day unscathed. Taking a deep breath, I whispered, maybe I should. No, Sophia's voice cut softly through the cafeteria chatter. Her thoughts followed instantly. No. You stay. You're mine. They won't touch you. Not while I'm here. Her minions flanked her with comic precision, one trying to look intimidating, the other whispering tactical suggestions. Boss, should we throw spitballs?
I don't even know
Should we
how
distract
long I
them
should
with
keep on
cafeteria
using
trays?
this for.
I smothered a laugh. I love her army already. The rival group approached, confidently. Hey, Miller's girlfriend, purple-haired girl sneered. You really think you can just waltz in here?
Careful.
I tensed, ready to panic. But the second I heard her thoughts, I relaxed. Don't worry, Jessica. I've got this. Watch. Before the girl could finish, Sophia leaned back in her chair and calmly said, You're in the wrong cafeteria, darling. Then almost theatrically,
Man.
she pushed the table
I
toward
should've
them.
listened to
Her
Joey.
minions scrambled to block
This
exits.
is a mess.
The rivals froze, utterly unsure whether to attack or run. I snorted quietly, whispering, You do realize this is ridiculous, right? Sophia
Okay.
glanced at me, her expression
They've been pointing
softening
straight
just a
ahead.
fraction. Ridiculous, maybe.
Just a few more
but
hours to
cute ridiculous. My wife. The purple-haired girl finally stammered, We will see you later, and fled, dragging her minions behind her. I leaned back, exhaling in relief. Well, that was easier than I thought. Sophia's eyes softened as she watched me, a tiny smile tugging at her lips.
See?
I protect my wife. No one touches her. And she's perfect. I flushed, my stomach fluttering. Perfect? Did she just think that about me? Lunch ended with giggles from the minions, who whispered ridiculous theories about our relationship while Sophia and I sat side by side, hands brushing accidentally every few seconds. By the end of the day, the confession wall was full of new posts, but this time I didn't care. Because for the first time, I knew, if anyone tried to mess with me, Sophia would be there. And I might already be hopelessly falling for the mob princess. The air smelled like rain and gasoline, a classic something bad is about to happen scent. I had just left class when I noticed a group of unfamiliar students surrounding Sophia's usual hangout at the edge of the schoolyard. Their colors were all wrong, black and purple instead of red, and their confident strut
Still
screamed
with
trouble.
me, Sean?
They're here for her,
Yeah.
to challenge her.
Just
And me, maybe collateral
zoning out.
damage, I thought, heart hammering.
Just
Sophia's
don't do that
posture
when you're
shifted subtly
driving,
as
my
she stepped
son.
forward, minions
So,
forming a protective
what's the
semicircle
verdict on the
around
new
her.
car?
They think they can
I know
challenge
it's
me?
not a new board, but
Pathetic.
it's got 4
I'll
Hot
make sure they
Wheels.
regret
Thanks for
underestimating
finishing
my
it,
wife.
A perfect
I swallowed
reward
hard,
for your
palms
excellent
sweaty.
report
I
card.
wasn't trained for this, but I could hear every hostile thought from the
I'm
rival
proud,
gang.
Sean.
She's weak. She's soft.
Attack first.
That makes up for
Make
when
her
you
cry
bullshit
before the
me
boss
about
sees.
needing
I bit my
cash.
lip. Maybe I could help.
I'll try to be
Jessica,
cool.
stay
No
behind
dad
me.
jokes, huh?
Sophia ordered, her voice calm
I
but
hope you're
commanding.
not too bummed
Her
out to
thoughts
go on a
immediately
big
followed.
road trip with
Stay
your
close,
lovely
but not in the way.
papito, huh?
Protecting you comes first. I nodded, though my brain screamed, No,
Oh, please.
I can help.
You're the coolest
I can do
dad.
something. As the
How
rivals
could I be
lunged,
bummed?
I
Excuse
grabbed a
me.
set of small tattoo stencils
Where's
I
my
always
regular,
carried. An experimental
emotionless
trick
son?
I'd never actually tested.
I
If I can
appreciate
distract
it.
them, maybe
Think
Sophia
we
can
can hang
finish
out
this
for
without
5
harm.
days without
One
killing
flick,
each other?
one
Hell
spray
yeah.
of ink, and the nearest attacker
Haven't done
froze,
that since I was a
staring
kid.
at the sudden bright,
Miss it.
glowing temporary
So do I.
tattoo I'd
Been
applied
too
on his
long
arm.
since we went
Wait,
padre
what?
y hijo
Is
against
this
the road.
magic? Sophia blinked, then smiled
too
slightly.
long.
Impressive.
I
My
love road
wife
trips.
isn't just soft. She's dangerous too. I felt my face heat
Good
up.
to hear.
Dangerous? Really?
By the
gang
way,
hesitated,
boy
giving
talk.
Sophia the opening she needed.
What's going on
In
with
a
that
blink,
gin,
she moved
huh?
with lethal grace, minions at her sides, fists and kicks precise, movements almost dance-like. I stayed
You know.
close, scanning thoughts, predicting every
Going
step for
okay?
both her and myself.
I guess.
Jump left.
That
no,
was like
crouch.
pulling teeth.
Wait, she's moving to the right.
Well,
Protect her leg.
I've got a
I
week
grabbed
to
her
find
hand
out the
instinctively
truth.
as she swung toward a taller rival. Our eyes met for the briefest second, and I could hear her heartbeat through her thoughts.
It's just
She's mine. Don't get hurt.
I
Hold
don't
my
get to see
hand.
her too much.
Wait, yes, hold mine. My chest skipped.
Kinda miss her.
I never felt closer to anyone in my life.
You're
By the
hooked,
end
my
of the
son.
scuffle, the rivals were
worry.
sprawled,
This is how it
disoriented,
goes.
some covered in glowing temporary tattoos that refused
Could
to
that
wash off
be
immediately.
Daniel?
Sophia towered
Hola.
over them.
Hello?
Cool, elegant,
Everything
terrifying.
okay, Lila?
Her minions cheered, while
Oh,
I stood
Daniel
slightly
better not be
behind
giving
her.
you any
Cheeks
sass.
flushed, trying not to melt entirely. You didn't just stand there, Sophia said softly, stepping closer to me, her dark eyes scanning my face. You helped me. You were brave. My wife, perfect little Jessica. I
He's
stammered.
driving real slow
I just
and
wanted
safe.
to help.
I didn't
Like
mean
a
to.
grandma.
She smiled,
Thanks for checking
leaning
in.
close enough
we'll
for me
buzz
to
you when
feel
we
her
hit the
warmth.
motel.
Brave.
Clever.
Sounds good.
Mine.
And Sean?
Definitely mine. From the corner of my eye, I saw her minions exchanging shocked glances. She's impressed by the new girl?
Jen
Boss,
says hi.
that's our job.
Sounds
And somewhere
pretty good,
behind
Sean.
the bushes, I was
You
pretty
think?
sure a few jealous students were sulking.
Maybe.
I couldn't blame them. Honestly,
Seriously, though.
I was jealous too
How are you
of
really
Sophia's
doing?
ability to make every danger, every heartbeat, feel like magic. That night, as I replayed the
It's
day in my
stupid,
mind,
but
I realized something terrifying and wonderful.
I
I wasn't
miss
just
you
falling
too,
for the
my
mob
son.
princess. I was already caught,
This is all
and there was
part
no
of growing
escaping her
up.
pull. The knock on
I
my
know.
door came at the most inconvenient hour.
I don't
Well,
like it.
inconvenient for my brain, not
I
my
have
heart.
total faith
Jessica,
in you, Sean.
Sophia's voice floated
You're a
softly, almost
Diaz.
teasing.
You
You're coming
were
over
born
tonight.
to roam
We need to continue
and
your
find
training.
your way home.
Training?
God.
I thought, frowning.
I
Did
love
she
you.
just say training? I'm not sure I signed up for gang training
Wish
at
I would've
midnight.
told you
I
more.
peeked through the
You didn't
peephole
have to
and
tell
saw her
me.
standing there, long
You
hair flowing,
showed me.
red coat catching the dim light. Her
Oh.
minions lingered behind the gate,
By the way,
giving me little grins and
wake
thumbs
up.
ups. You're about to fall even harder,
What?
one of them thought. Or maybe
Yeah, what the
I just
fuck are you
imagined
doing
it.
on our
By the
property?
time I arrived at her mansion, the sun had long disappeared. Inside,
man, I
the place
crashed
was
hard.
almost
Oh, yeah?
cozy now,
Come on
lit
out,
by
boy.
warm
Who the fuck
lamps
is
and
that?
faint candlelight.
Fucking kid.
Plush couches,
Get out.
shelves stacked with snacks, and a corner full of tattoo supplies
Look,
that somehow looked more
I'm
playful
leaving,
than
okay?
dangerous.
No, you
I
ain't.
brought pajamas,
Step
I
out,
muttered
or I'll
nervously,
call the cops.
holding up a soft hoodie.
You don't want that,
Sophia
boy.
raised an eyebrow, one corner of her lips twitching.
Cute.
She's nervous. I like it. I felt my ears heat up. Did she just like it? We settled on the floor,
me too.
cross-legged,
I'm leaving
facing each other.
now.
So, the tattoo from yesterday.
You deaf?
I began fumbling with a
said, out.
stencil. I thought maybe we could experiment a
We
bit.
don't need cops to
Her
deal with
expression
assholes
softened.
like you
A
anyway.
small
Listen, I
smile
don't want
tugging
any
at her
trouble.
lips. Experiment
Too
with me?
late for that,
Yes.
boy.
Definitely
Tell
yes.
us what the fuck you're
I
doing
picked up
on
a
our
brush
land.
and accidentally touched her hand. Instant electricity. I yelped. She smirked. She's
just
adorable. I want her
got
closer.
lost, man.
Careful, she
I
whispered,
wasn't sure where I
leaning
was,
a fraction
so
closer,
I
her
pulled
hand
over.
brushing mine again. I could hear
swear,
her thoughts in a flurry.
I had no
She's
idea
perfect.
this was your property.
Soft.
There's
Brave.
a fucking sign.
My wife.
Didn't you
Why
see
does she
it?
make me feel like this?
I
Calm down, Sophia.
was too exhausted.
Stay composed. But
I guess
maybe
I
hold her
missed
hand
it.
again. I froze. Hold her hand?
He's
Wait,
just
what?
a kid,
My
and
hand?
he's hurt.
Oh
Look.
no.
Yeah? What happened
yes.
to your eye?
Yes. We spent the next hour trying ridiculous tattoo
I
designs on each other. Stars,
into an accident.
hearts,
Oh, yeah?
a tiny
Uh-huh.
dragon
Move
I
it.
couldn't resist. Every accidental touch sent sparks through me. Every glance from her left me dizzy. Then came the snacks, mountains of chips, chocolate, and
Please.
soda. We laughed
just want
too
to go.
loudly, snorting,
Oh,
spilling
what's
crumbs
this?
everywhere,
Drugs?
and our knees bumped
Yeah,
repeatedly.
for my
Each
eye.
Oh,
collision
yeah.
sending shivers
you
down my
steal them?
spine.
Like
Finally,
this car?
as we settled into the couch, pajamas soft and slightly rumpled, I took a deep
Listen,
breath.
it's not what you
Sophia.
think.
Oh, I think
Her
it
eyes
is.
widened,
You ain't
and her
the first
heartbeat.
beaner we
well,
caught.
her thoughts
Take
raced
his backpack.
audibly in my mind.
Dude, come on.
She's about to confess.
Stay
Get it.
calm.
Let's see what
Don't
he's holding.
scare her. Wait, yes, say it, Jessica. Just say it. Oh, like you. A lot. I said, voice barely above a whisper. More than I probably should. Her gaze softened.
So?
A mixture of warmth and
Nothing
something
good.
darker.
Any
Possessive.
money?
Fucking
Mine.
toys, man.
Definitely mine.
You still play
my
with
soft
toys?
little Jessica
Seriously?
finally
It
sang
belongs
it.
to my brother.
My wife. Before she could
Leave it
respond,
alone.
a shadow moved outside the window. I didn't notice at first, wrapped up in the thrill of our first real confession.
Whoa, you
But
did
then I
not.
saw it, someone
That's
watching.
it, boy.
Who's that?
I thought, heart skipping. Is it a threat?
Get up.
A rival? Sophia noticed it too,
Up.
her hand tightening around mine instinctively. Don't worry, Jessica. No one touches my wife.
Okay, Chad.
Not now, not ever.
We fucked with him.
And just like
Let
that,
him go.
our
He's got
quiet night
nothing.
ended with a cliffhanger.
Hold on a sec,
Two
Mike.
hearts racing, hands intertwined,
Spanish,
and a
Pedro?
new, mysterious presence lurking
What?
in the dark. The next
What?
morning, the mansion
Hablas
felt quieter than usual.
español.
Too quiet. I had barely sipped my coffee
Chad.
when a soft
So,
click echoed from
Professor,
the hall,
how do you
followed
say,
by
"I'm a
footsteps I
dirty
didn't
thief"?
recognize. Before I could react, a tall figure stepped into the room. Hair black as midnight,
Don't do
eyes
this.
sharp, scanning
Oh,
me with
you don't want to
unsettling
share your
precision.
language?
Not a student, not anyone from
Okay.
school. I realized
Maybe you know
immediately.
this one.
Sophia appeared behind me, calm as ever, but I could hear the tension in her thoughts.
I'm
Who's
a dirty
this?
thief
Stay
with
back.
one eye.
Don't touch Jessica. Not even a glance. Mine. The stranger smiled, a faintly sinister curve.
Soy un ladrón
I
y
see we
chinga
have
tu
the
madre.
mind-reading couple.
Wait,
Quite the
Madre?
interesting pair.
What did you
My
really
brain world.
say, asshole?
Mind-reading
Huh?
couple.
All I want to
What?
do is learn
Sophia
Espanol.
and I.
Might be
Sophia's
our
hand
official
found mine,
language someday,
gripping
right?
tightly.
Si,
Do not worry.
senor.
They won't touch you.
So,
the
one more
stranger
lesson.
tilted their head.
How
Impressive.
do you say,
You can hear thoughts,
"This
control
is
reactions.
not my
but what if I
country"?
told you the system isn't just a game? That there's more at stake than your cute little school adventures? My stomach dropped.
I don't know.
System? What
Told
system?
you.
Well,
Sophia's eyes
that's
darkened.
the only one you
They're
should
lying.
know, boy.
Or worse,
Learn.
they're dangerous. I felt panic bubbling
Look,
up.
Chad.
My thoughts
It's
spun.
gonna rain.
What if they're
Let's
here
go
to hurt me?
before we get
What
soaked.
if this is
Hold
more
on.
than a school rivalry?
This little thief is fucking
Sophia
with me.
leaned close,
You're
whispering in my
really
ear.
pissing me off,
Look at
you
me,
know that?
Jessica.
But I'm
Nothing
willing to
touches
give you
you while
one
I'm
last
here.
chance to make
Not
things right.
ever. Her possessive warmth grounded me. I
Sing
swallowed,
something.
taking a
What?
shaky breath
Just
and
pass
nodded.
the audition.
Okay, I
and
trust
you're
you.
free.
The stranger smirked,
We'll be very upset
stepping closer.
if you refuse.
Interesting. But there's more. The system that gave you these powers, it has rules. Hidden ones. And breaking them can be dangerous. Very dangerous. I glanced at Sophia, who tightened her grip on my hand. Rules? Dangerous? What? Sophia's thoughts were fierce, protective, and sharp. I've survived worse. They'll pay if they threaten her. My wife. My responsibility.
Mine.
The stranger turned to leave,
Enough.
but their voice
Let the
lingered.
boy finish his
Keep
song.
them close, mob princess. The next
on.
move will decide everything.
Go on.
As the door clicked shut, I realized something terrifying. Our little world wasn't just school drama, rival gangs, or cute tattoos. There was a system controlling thoughts, rules we barely understood, and now someone powerful watching. I looked at Sophia, chest tightening. I might be in real danger. Her eyes softened, darkening with determination. Not while I'm here. You're mine. Mine to protect. And they'll learn that the hard way. I clutched her hand, feeling a mix of fear and excitement. Somehow, I knew our bond had just been tested, and the next challenge would be even bigger. I never thought a school day could end with a date, arranged by a mob princess. And yet, here I
Well,
was,
damn.
standing
I
outside the
think you
cafe
just won
Sophia had
Mexican
mysteriously
Idol.
chosen, wearing
Now
something
pick
that
up
felt
all
like
your
a
shit and
normal
get the
outfit,
fuck
but
out.
still made my
Don't
heart
ever
pound.
come back.
Sophia appeared beside
Understand?
me, elegant and calm, minions flanking her like awkward, overprotective bodyguards. The smaller one whispered, "Should we stand here or over there? I mean for protection." The larger one simply glared at every passerby. I tried not to laugh. "Relax," Sophia muttered under her breath, her hand brushing mine briefly. "Relax. It's just us." I flushed, holding back a grin. "Just us? With your army of minions?" The cafe was surprisingly normal, cozy even. I expected black leather and cameras, not mismatched chairs, and the smell of freshly baked muffins. As we walked in, a few students glanced over, whispering. I could hear their thoughts. Is that Jessica Miller? With Sophia, the mob princess? Sophia's eyes flicked to me, a faint smirk tugging at her lips. Let them whisper. No one touches my wife. We found a quiet corner, though the minions insisted on sitting near us, just in case. I tried to focus on the menu, but every glance at Sophia sent sparks through me. So, I began, nervously twirling my straw. Do you like
But
coffee?
nothing could stop
She
the
raised an
wolf
eyebrow,
from
amused.
following his brother's
Really?
tracks.
My wife just asked me if I like coffee? Precious. Yes, she said softly, leaning slightly closer. I like you more than coffee, though. Much more. I choked on my water. Did she just think that aloud? Or is it just me reading her thoughts again? Before I could answer, the tiny minion squeaked, "Boss, should we? You know, warn her about public displays?" The massive one grunted beside him, clearly embarrassed. Sophia rolled her eyes, flicking them both off with the slightest hand gesture.
No.
Just leave us alone. My wife can handle herself. Lunch continued with awkward touches, accidental hand brushes, and constant thought reading that led to more blushing than talking. At one point, I leaned too close to pick up a muffin, and our knees bumped. Sparks. Literally sparks in my brain. Finally, as we left the cafe and strolled down the street, Sophia's hand brushed mine. I froze. Hold her hand. Don't let go. Mine, her thoughts urged. I swallowed hard and, on instinct, entwined my fingers with hers. Her lips curved into the smallest, victorious smile.
Mine.
Next billboard.
Definitely mine. And she's
And then I
perfect.
can rest a little.
My chest tightened,
Right?
heart racing. I could hear the minions whispering frantic warnings, the students gawking, and Sophia's thoughts still singing in my mind. Soft.
Brave.
My wife. I laughed nervously. So, official first date, huh? Yes, she murmured, thumb brushing over my knuckles. Official. And only the beginning. And in that moment, walking hand in
not
hand down
running
a
into
city
a trap
street,
or something.
I realized something wonderful. I was no longer just falling for the mob princess. I was caught completely, willingly, and maybe already in love. The hallway felt like a battlefield. Whispers bounced off the lockers, students glancing at me and Sophia with a mixture of awe and fear. Somehow, I knew before anyone spoke, thanks to my gift, that a rival gang member, purple-haired girl from before, had spread some particularly nasty rumors. She's soft. Too soft for the mob princess.
Saw a nature
She's
show
manipulating
about
her.
desert rattlesnakes.
Watch for the slip-ups. I heard the girl
fuck
think,
that way.
eyes gleaming with malice. I clenched my fists.
No.
Not today. Not anyone touching her. Sophia is mine. Sophia walked ahead, perfectly composed. Every student stepping aside, as if she owned the floor.
Don't worry about
But her
your feet.
thoughts betrayed a flicker of hesitation.
Just pace yourself.
Ignore them. Act cold. Don't let them see me worry about her. I wanted to rush forward, shield her, yell at anyone who dared challenge her. But Sophia's hand brushed mine subtly, holding me back. Let me handle this. Trust me. Before I could argue, the rival stepped out, voice loud and teasing. So, mob princess, I see you've got a new pet? Sophia's eyes narrowed, her posture rigid. I felt the tension radiating from her thoughts. Control yourself. Don't let her provoke you. Don't ruin your reputation in front of your wife. I almost bolted forward, but then I felt her hand tighten around mine, grounding me. Jessica, she murmured softly, just loud enough for me to hear.
Yes.
Stay calm. Watch.
Shade.
I've got this. The purple-haired girl smirked, clearly expecting a cold, ruthless reply. Instead, Sophia leaned slightly closer to me, voice low and almost vulnerable. Why does everyone think I'm unapproachable? Why does
feet are
everyone
killing
assume
me.
I don't care? Her words, her tone, her
Feels like
vulnerability
hiking in hell.
hit me like a thunderbolt. I realized then that her coldness was a shield, a mask. And somehow, only I got to see behind it. I blinked, heart racing. Sophia, you don't have to hide from me. I trust
No
you.
way I'm gonna die
and
out here.
I'm not scared of you or anyone else.
Just keep on
Her
walking.
thoughts softened immediately, swirling with warmth, relief, and something tender.
Mine.
She trusts me.
And I?
I need her to know everything.
Shit.
My wife. The rival,
My throat feels
seeing
like
no
sand.
crack to exploit, faltered. Sophia's aura flared, not with rage, but with calm authority that made her impossible to approach. If you want to challenge me, do it somewhere else. My wife isn't a game piece. The girl's smirk wavered. She's untouchable.
Ugh.
After the tension passed, Sophia turned to me, dark eyes softening. I act cold because if I don't, people will use it against me. But with you, I can be myself. My chest tightened. Sophia, I love every version of you. Cold, fierce, even scary. But especially this one. Her lips twitched, and she leaned in, just close enough for my breath to mingle with hers. Perfect. My wife.
Mine.
Always mine. By the end of the day, the rumors had fizzled.
Daniel better
the
be
rivals'
okay.
threat neutralized, and our bond
Feels like I
stronger than
haven't seen
ever.
him in years.
I realized that
Of course
trust
I
wasn't
miss
just about
everything about
protecting
him.
each other. It was about understanding,
Even his
letting
whining.
each other see the vulnerable
Yeah,
pieces
you
behind the
couldn't wait
masks.
to get out on your
and
own.
in that understanding, something deeper grew.
Now you are.
Love. Unshakable and inevitable.
And it sucks.
The afternoon sun slanted through the mansion windows, catching dust motes in a golden haze. I sat cross-legged on the floor, a set of fresh tattoo stencils spread around me like tiny weapons of love. Sophia perched nearby, elegant even in casual clothes, watching me with that unreadable expression that
Shit.
always made my heart thump. She's
This place is
thinking,
freaking
watching,
me out.
evaluating. Mine. I swallowed hard, trying to focus on the stencil in my hand. Okay, Jessica. You've done temporary tattoos before. You've handled dangerous minions. You can draw a tattoo that
So
says
much
we
dust
belong
everywhere.
together without melting into a puddle of nerves.
Gotta
You
be
know,
extra careful with my
Sophia
eye.
murmured, her dark eyes scanning my movements. I
Hello,
never
fellow
thought I'd
traveler.
let anyone touch me like this. But you're mine. And I like
Daniel
it.
might dig this.
My face flushed. Mine? She's thinking it again. Out loud. Or in thoughts, it doesn't matter. Still mine.
Still mine.
I traced the stencil on her forearm carefully, my fingers brushing hers by accident. Electricity shot through me, and I caught her subtle intake of breath. Her thoughts were a fluttering mess. Soft. Careful. Perfect. Hold her hand. Wait, yes, hold mine. I dared a small smile and intertwined our fingers
Saw a
without
nature
thinking.
show about desert
Sophia's lips
rattlesnakes.
twitched upward, eyes
So
darkening
fuck
with
that
approval.
way.
Mine.
Definitely mine. My wife. This one, I said softly, pointing to a small intertwined rose design, is for us. a symbol that we're bonded. Together. Her fingers grazed mine again, brushing the skin where the ink would go. Together. Always.
Mine.
I carefully inked the design. Each line a promise, each flower a silent message. When it was finished, I held up her
Shit, there's a truck
forearm,
coming.
nervous. Do you like it? Sophia's eyes softened, scanning the tiny roses.
Perfect.
My wife,
Whoa.
even in art, mine. She
She honking
understands
at
me
me?
without words. Before I
She's
could
stopping.
answer, she leaned close, brushing her lips against my forehead.
cool.
Mine. Always
Just,
mine. I laughed,
see what he
breathless.
wants.
Guess we're officially bonded then? Sophia smirked, tugging me closer. Officially. And don't you forget it. The minions, who had been awkwardly hovering in the corner, whispered frantically. Boss, is that PDA?
Truckers can't be
Should
cops.
we? The massive one just
Right.
shook his head, muttering, let them be. We've officially lost control. I blushed, looking at Sophia, her hand still in mine. Somehow, inking tattoos had never felt more intimate, more binding. Not just lines on skin, but a connection deeper than thoughts, words, or actions. And as the sun
Just
dipped lower, casting warm orange
ready
light
to
across
run.
the room, I realized something
he's a
thrilling
freak.
and terrifying at once. I was completely, irrevocably, and happily hers.